and there was no questioning about it. About minority freedom of expression, yes, I said and I am repeating, is a red line for me and for our party. As a former academician and a columnist before, when I was in academic life, I do not expect any limitation, any restriction on freedom of expression. Everybody is free to express their views, his or her view, and if there is any restriction, we will take necessary steps to make necessary changes in law. But sometimes there is a misperception, as if there are many violations of this freedom in Turkey. If you, I am challenging, if you have any case on violation of freedom of expression, please write to me. I will personally follow. There will be no restriction on freedom of expression. There are several questions, of course, and sometimes reporting regarding journalists under arrest. We are following regularly about these cases. Many of them, now we have 17 journalists under arrest. None of them is because of any journalistic activity. And many of them are before our government, from 1990s, when there were some terrorist attacks by the HKPC and by PKK. Starting with Constitution, we are also sending to the Parliament another package of transparency and control over the civil control over all the mechanisms, and also accountability, fighting against, combating corruption. And with these new reforms, I am sure Turkish system will be much more freedom-oriented, and individual rights will be better protected. There is an impression as if all southeastern Anatolia is under curfew. There is an impression and a propaganda as if many towns, the life is not normal, and there is a strict rules and regulations restricting the freedom of movement. Israel, I want you, when you come, I will invite doctors from Cizre Hospital, where there is a curfew right now, to when the rockets were hit to hospital when the people are under operation. And doctors are functioning there. Now, we are all living in democratic societies. Rule of law and public order is a prerequisite for any freedom. And no democratic country can tolerate to any group, armed group, to control any inch of the country. There was an attack by PKK. Those who are claiming all these things you are referring, in a town, small town, Çınar, to a police building, a police house, but other houses were next to each other. 3 children were killed. I will give you the name of these children. Irem, 3 years old. Ejrin, 1 year old. Murat, 10 years old. In 2 different houses. And PKK owned this crime and praised those who made this attack. First, public order. Right of life is the most important value, more than anything else. And we will never allow Turkey to be transformed like Syria or Iraq. There will be public order in every town, in every street, in every village, in every valley, in every mountains. This is my duty to my people. And my duty, more than anyone else, to my Kurdish citizens who are being oppressed by these terrorist groups, kidnapped and made persecuted by them. So we will give full rights to all citizens, to Kurds, to Alevites, to non-Muslims, or to any minority. They can say anything. ISIS is the biggest threat to humanity, the biggest threat to our region, but more the biggest threat to Islam and Muslims. Why? Because it is an ideological threat representing Islam in a very negative image. Turkey and many other Muslim societies in the region lived Islam for centuries. So we are against ISIS. Whoever says Turkey, directly or indirectly, supported or tolerant to ISIS, it is an insult to us. We are against any terrorist organization, especially against terrorist organizations like Daesh, like ISIL, which is presenting and creating a misperception of Islam. And on political side, first time in September 2013, we declared by government decision, we declared ISIS as a terrorist organization when even the name of ISIS was not well known by international community. And in December 2013, we made an operation against ISIS on Syrian side. And from that time on, we are fighting against ISIS. And ISIS killed our citizens in Suruc, in Ankara, in Istanbul. And we have been conducting, especially after the attack in Istanbul, we did several operations on Syrian side, and several ISIS convoys, headquarters, were hit by Turkish artillery. Still, there are certain circles trying to create a misperception regarding Turkish position vis-à-vis ISIS. Now we have military presence in around Mosul, close to Mosul, and fighting against ISIS. Those who invited us to send ground troop against ISIS, now they are criticizing us and asking us to withdraw our troops from Mosul. So our position vis-à-vis ISIS is clear. It is an enemy, a threat to all humanity, to Muslim world, and especially to Turkey.